Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Confidence Mindset with Amanda. So in this video I'm going to go over why everyone is not you pushed out. So the reason why I want to explain this is because we tend to form anxieties around this whole concept when we believe that everyone is showing up because of how we are feeling and believing and thinking on a moment-to-moment basis. Now, yes, this is true in some senses where we are, typically seeing people in a way when we are projecting our own feelings and internal thoughts and how we assume people are showing up within our reality. But when we start to change our self concept and we start to see people in a different way and we start to project on positive assumptions and we start to become more confident within ourselves, and we don't accept then people's behaviors if they're unfavorable because we don't really kind of acknowledge it as much because we're so grounded within ourselves and confident and knowing and trusting and believing in ourselves. So let's say, for example, that you have been working on your self concept and everyone is showing up just the way that you have been affirming. You're starting to feel better within yourself, you're feeling more confident within yourself, and then out of the blue, someone shows up in a negative manner toward you. Your power is in the response, it's how you respond to that person in that moment, how everyone as you pushed out is perceived. So this is what I mean when I say everyone is not always you pushed out, because when that person shows up in your reality, when you are in a low state of being, you are going to see that person then, as negative. You're going to start feeling anxious around that person. That person is going to continue to show up in that kind of way toward you because you haven't changed your mindset around that person, and you start to overanalyze things and become anxious around the behaviors that you are experiencing in your reality. But when you start coming from a more loving state of being, you start coming from a more trusting, knowing, confident state of being, you're believing in yourself, well, that person's going to come into your reality. And if they are showing up unfavorably, you're going to respond in a different way. And this is where your power is when it comes to everyone as you pushed out. So because you're showing up as confident, knowing, believing and trusting and, seeing everyone in a more loving manner, understanding manner, compassionate manner, well, then you're going to react in a different way. That person's not going to be able to trigger anything within you. And because that person's not going to be able to trigger anything within you, you're going to be more compassionate towards that person. You're going to be more loving and more understanding towards that person. And this may come out in just your body behaviorisms. You may not even, respond at all to this person. It'll just be coming out of your body because of all the work that you've been doing on your mindset. And so because you are showing up in this way, well, that person then sees that, that they can't talk to you in that way. They don't want to show up as unfavorable to you because they're starting to see you in a more respectful manner. And so then they change their perception and then they start projecting on the positivity to you. And this is how everyone is you pushed out, because everyone is just showing up where you are in your state of being. But if you are in a state of being where you're all love, all bliss, all abundance, and someone still shows up in that way, well, you put that on them and their feelings and their inner demons, because it's not about you that they are showing up in that way. Your response is what it is about you. So if you respond in a triggered manner, well, obviously then you can take accountability for how they have shown up. But if you're responding in a loving manner, understanding and compassionate manner, and that person has shown up in that way, well, you don't have to take accountability for that because that's how they are feeling within. And so this is why everyone is not always you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out from where you are in your state of being, but it's about how you react. It's about how much it triggers you within. And if it is giving you a trigger within, well, then there's just something within you that you need to keep on working on. And so then you can take accountability for, nurturing that feeling, nurturing that trigger within, and you work on that. And then the next time, that person will start to see, how you're showing up in your behaviorisms, and they will show up in a different way. So I just wanted to come on and explain why everyone is not you pushed out, because if you are working on your self-concept and you react in a loving way, in a compassionate way, in an understanding way, well, then you can go about your day knowing that that person is going to change. you can go about your day knowing that that person is going to start seeing you that way because everyone else sees you in that way. And you start to kind of as you start to become that person, well, then all these other kind of people then dissipate. They don't start showing up that way. It's like their reality of that person dissipates, so they will, if they're still in your reality, they'll start to change in their own behaviors, and they'll start to come out of themselves in a more positive way. And so you end up essentially becoming the teacher for that person, because they are looking at you in a different way, and they're nurturing themselves then when they are around you, and you end up becoming this wonderful person to be around, who they want to be around more because they feel better when they are around you. They feel like they're more true selves. They understand that whatever they were feeling, it's like they, you know, if they can't project it onto you, then they become a better person around you. And this is how everything changes in your reality. So I hope this makes sense. And I just kind of wanted to make a video just to alleviate any anxieties around the whole topic of everyone's you pushed out, because it is not always the case. It's really just everyone is you pushed out from where you are in your state of being. Your power is in how you respond. Your power is always in how you respond, and how you are going to take on your feelings and what you're going to get from the situation. So thank you for listening, and also thank you so much for all the likes, comments and subscribes. I'm really grateful, and I hope you're finding value from my content, and I will chat to you soon. Thank you.